Hello everybody, my name is Amy. This is my channel, Snow Canyon Stitcher. It's about cross stitch. Today is Saturday, April the 29th. It's about 3 o'clock and I'm here to do a Flosstube update. I try to do it every couple of weeks, but I'm about a week and 2 days late doing my Flosstube. I hope everybody's doing well and that you enjoyed the holidays. I want to welcome back my regular subscribers and new subscribers. Thank you for joining me. I hope everybody had a great Easter, wonderful Easter and Earth Day. I had forgot to mention in my previous video, I wanted to thank everybody for the wonderful happy birthday wishes. Thank you so much. I have a few things to share that I've been working on for the past 3 weeks. Yeah, so I have one finish. I have one FFO. I have one FFO. I would have 2 finishes, but I realized that one of the things that I was considering a finish, I have one little thing left to do on it, and then it'll be a finish. But I have just my whips that I worked on, and I have a little bit of haul. I have a quilting, it's a little bit of quilting that I did, and what else? Just some plans for May. Talk about that a little bit. But yeah, I hope everybody's doing well. I hope you've had a good 2 weeks. I'm wondering if everybody's experiencing the warmer weather like we are. Nothing too dramatic. Just I think we reached 83 degrees sometime in the last few weeks. But it's still nice. It's comfortable. Yeah, I was thinking, wow, I wonder if we're gonna have a hot summer because of all the rain that we were having, but we haven't gotten any rain in a while. No snow, so sun's been shining. Not too many cloudy days, so it's nice. I hope you're having good weather too. So I guess, yeah, I guess we'll just get right into it. Oh, my only FFO was my Rabbit and the Rose, and I don't think I brought the picture with me, but it's fully finished, and I decided I didn't have any rickrack, so I decided that I would just crochet a border around it. I did dishes this morning. After I did my nails, of course, I had to do dishes, and I was cleaning the air fryer and cut my fingers, so sorry about the band-aid. But this was actually, I don't remember. I used all the call for everything, and I used the Whisper floss for the tail. And actually I didn't use the call for. I just randomly chose some DMC colors, and I think it turned out pretty. It's very, very pretty. And so I haven't crocheted in a while, and so but I used to crochet a lot. I used to make like angels and use, I think it was the Aleene's glue to stiffen the crocheted pieces, and then you glue those pieces together and it makes it into an angel. I used to crochet a lot. So it was kind of neat. It came back to me as I was working on it, and then I just used, I think this is I forget the name of the fabric, but that's what I chose for the back. And I just stuffed it with fiber fill. I didn't put any walnut shells in there. So that's my full finish. I think she's so cute. I used really a dark DMC for the chocolate bunny, like it's a chocolate bunny. So yeah, so I was glad to get that one done. So happy with it. Absolutely love it. So yeah, that's the only finish or FFO that I have. I'll show you my what's next. So I started, one of the things that I've really, so I started this, I've got my notes here in the way, but let's see. I think I showed you the Madeleine Deleuze sampler that I started because I did my Flosstube, and I think I showed that the day I started that. When did I start this one? I think I started this the day after my Flosstube. It was either that Thursday or that Friday that I got it in the mail because I had ordered it. And so I went ahead and started it. It's by Plum Street Samplers, Paulette Stewart. And this was kind of like an Easter stitch, spring stitch that I had planned. And so I got quite a ways on it. And I mean, I stitched diligently on it for a while. For like, let's see. So Friday, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I worked on it for monogamously for about a week. And let's see, I stitched this on 36 count white tee. CAC, I'm not sure what company that is. CAC, classic. No, not sure what. And I did not iron it, I'm so sorry. But here it is. It's gonna be kind of washed up. Let's see, maybe I could put it in front of the bag. Here. There we go. So I started, actually the first thing I started doing the sheep, and I got all the sheep done, and then I was like, I want to do the church, and so I just worked my way up, and actually the first thing I did was the border for the grass for the sheep area, and then I did the sheep, and then I worked on the church. Not real happy with my back stitching in the windows, but it'll have to do. And then I started on the grass. So it's a fun stitch. It's like a lot of fill-in that I worked on, and so I'm going to continue to work on it. So all I have left after I've finished the grass is the trees, the Jesus loves me at the top, and the sun, and then this little flower over here. So a lot of stitching, but I love it. And oh, I was gonna bring it over here. I actually picked up a frame that I think will work well with it. Here's all the colors. Isn't that pretty? I love those colors. Very springy. And so that one I worked on for straight a week. And I don't know, I feel like I got a lot done, but it was just like an uncomfortable stitching this last few weeks. Just, I don't know. Maybe I was irritated a lot or something, I don't know. I just got really frustrated. But I did get quite a bit done, so I'm good. Another one that I worked on was Fractal Flowers by Diehl. And I've had this one since, I think, 2017. No, 2021. This was my oldest whip. And so, well, I worked on this one diligently, decided that I would work on it and get it finished. And I thought I had completed it, but I need, where am I at? I need one more of these little stars right here. I need to do one more of those right there, right in here. And then I also had to take the stitching out of this little design here because I had used the wrong color, and I restitched that. I also had to move this flower over. I realized once I started stitching this flower right here that this one was not right, so I had to move it over. So I had to take all of it out and restitch that one. But it's pretty much complete. I just need to do that one little star there. And so my plans for that will be, I will be framing it. I love it. As a matter of fact, I think I have a frame like the one in here that I picked up from my thrift store. I was thinking the other day, I really need to get busy and get my, oh, sorry about the zipper. I really need to get busy and get all my finishes framed. Let's see, what was the other thing I worked on? So I finished Rabbit in the Rose. Some spare linen. I had a dentist appointment that I went to. This I know. Rabbit in a Rose. What else did I work on? Okay, well, I know I worked on my Mirabilia, and she is called the Cathedral Woods Goddess. And so I did get some of her stitched. I was able to get her face and a lot of her crown stitched. And I did the back stitching on her shoulders since I last did my Flosstube, since my previous Flosstube. So I feel like I made pretty good progress on her. I try to, my plans are to stitch on her on Mondays. But I didn't really follow that goal. These are all the flosses for her. And the fabric is 36 count fabric that I colored myself. But a lot of times, like my Sunday stitch, if I don't get around to doing stitching on it on Sunday, my Mirabilia and my Sunday stitch, I always make it. I'll like stitch on it for a couple of days or 3 days to make up for the time that I didn't stitch on it. But I didn't stitch on my, I didn't stitch on my Sunday stitch this go around. So I have quite a bit to make up on that one, and that's my Consider the Lilies. But now that I'm doing my Flosstube for the end of April, I think that my pattern, This I Know, I think I'm gonna switch that to a Sunday stitch as well. So I'll just like a couple Sundays I'll work on that one, this I know, and then the other 2 Sundays I will work on Consider Lilies. That's my plan. Whether I follow it or not, I don't know, but I really, I will make it up if I don't get to it on exactly Sunday. But I'm sure I will finish Fractor Flowers before the end of the month, so I can say that I had 2 finishes this month, and I had 3 starts in the month of May. And it's kind of junky, but there's my, oops, sorry, I left my notes on there. But there's my April book of days, and I already did my stickers for May. So it's all ready to go, and it's already May, you guys. Wow, it's already May. It's crazy. Let's see, I decided not to do Whipco because on the 14th, which was a Friday, that was the week in between doing Flosstube that I was supposed to do. I went through all my whips, and I realized, and I organized them all, and I realized that I only have like 13 whips. So I think, the goal that I made, instead of doing Whip-Go every month, I'm just gonna grab my oldest whip and work on it until it's done. And maybe I will work on my oldest 2 each month until I get them done. So I think that'll work out good. And then of course I'll have my starts or whatever during the month and work on those, and then my Sunday stitch and my Mirabilia. Yeah, so my plans for May is I will be doing Patriotic stitching, and I have one old whip that I'm going to be working on to finish, and that's my Land That I Love by Theresa Kogut. And this is where I am at on that. And I've showed this several times, I haven't stitched on it, but I'm almost finished with it. I still have some letters up at the top, part of the alphabet left to do, and then I'll have to look over it, because I know it's been so long since I stitched on it that I need to look through it and make sure that I'm not forgetting anything. But I'm almost sure that there's very little left to do. I honestly believe that I can get this done in May. So my focus for May will be Patriotic stitching. And then another one that I have kitted up, I've had this pattern for a while. I went ahead and kitted it up the last couple of weeks. Lady Liberty by Brenda Gervais, and I'm going to be stitching that on 36 count sterling. It's a piece that I had left over with all the call for flosses. There's some really pretty flosses in there. Yep. So I will be starting that one probably in May, beginning of May, because yeah, that will be my Patriotic. I did, I guess I can go into haul now. Go ahead and start showing you some of my haul. So I picked up I don't know if I shared this pattern in my last, I don't think I did. I think I was waiting for this one to come through the mail. maybe I did show it. Seasons of the Heart. So there's, seems like I did. I can't remember. But I think what I'm going to do is also focus on stitching this one for the Patriotic. I would like to get that one finished too. And so I had picked up, this is 40 count Country Mocha. Mocha. And I have enough, I think I have enough to do all four. And I just picked up all the flosses to do all four. So I think I'm gonna make that a goal, to stitch this one here in May. And so those are my plans for May. So another thing that I got, and I couldn't, actually I'm going to turn my phone off because it's already off. I just couldn't resist. Everybody is stitching this pattern, so I had to get it because it's gorgeous. And I don't think I've stitched any JBW designs, so this will be my first one. But I picked up Eliza's French Birds 1849 by JBW Design. And I'm going to be stitching that on. This is a piece of Weeks Dye Works khaki. Light khaki. Yeah, light khaki. So it's real a buttery color. It's real buttery. Very pretty. And these are all that. Oh, I should have put them on a ring. So it'd be easier. And these are all the flosses, call for flosses for it. It's kind of hard to see the color of the linen, but it's so pretty, so pretty. I'm excited. I'm gonna start that. I will be stitching on that one soon too. Pretty excited about it. Sorry about the crinkle. I don't have a project bag for it, so I went and I picked up this fabric to make a project bag for it. So super pretty. I'm excited. I'm excited about that. The only thing is I was looking at the zippers and walked right out, forgot to get a zipper, because I think while I was looking at the zippers, the lady that was cutting my fabric asked me if there was anything else I needed, and I totally forgot the zipper on the way out. So another thing that I picked up since I did a Flosstube is I ordered a, did I bring that pattern over? I didn't. Another thing that I ordered was oh, my light just went out. My lighting's still okay. I've showed all my patterns, so. I purchased a Lowry stand, and what a game changer. Absolutely love it. I highly recommend it for anyone that likes to do two-hand stitching. Fabulous. I have no complaints whatsoever. I struggled for a long time with different stands, trying to maneuver to where I could do two-hand stitching, and it was agonizing. And so I did. I splurged and I got the Lowry stand, and it shipped immediately. I mean, I had it like within 5 or 6 days, and within 30 minutes of opening it and putting it together, I was using it. Super easy to put together. I purchased it through Lindy Stitches website, and I got it right away. I wanted to share the pattern. She also sent a pattern with it. Okay, she included one of her patterns, which she totally didn't have to. The Lowry stand is amazing, but how generous. She also sent me one of her patterns. What a marvelous world. Isn't that gorgeous? How exciting. I was watching her Flosstube, and she was sharing all her latest patterns, and the porcupine, oh my god, it's so cute. But so I'm going to be kitting this one up soon and stitching. Look at the bird. How cute. So that was super sweet, and thank you so much. But another thing that I purchased, so I like to use a hoop, and so I had noticed several people using, I got this from 123 Stitch. It's a Turkish hoop. I have my sales receipt. I think this is it, and I'll tell you the name of it. I'm going to leave links below for all of this. It's called a Turkish plastic embroidery hoop, and it's a 7.5 by 8.6. Oh my gosh, I am so glad I got this. There's no slippage whatsoever. So this hoop, it's plastic, but it has like this, let me see if I can, it has like this little ridge on the inside of this, and then this one has a groove, and so you fit that down in the groove. There is no slippage. Once you put your fabric in there, you can, you know, pull it out, tighten it, and then tighten this, and there's absolutely no, and it holds it so well, and it works great with the Lowry stand. So I'm super happy about that. Super happy. I'm going to actually order a couple more for this size. I love this size. So I was really happy about that purchase. Both of those purchases. Amazing. Amazing. I just wish I hadn't waited so long to get them. So, that's everything. That's everything of my haul. A little bit of my quilting. So I think I shared with you guys that I wanted to stitch, or I wanted to make this. Let me see if I can. I think there's a photo of it to where I don't share the pattern. Let's see. I can do this. Okay, so I think I shared that I wanted to make this quilt, and I just needed to purchase the fabric. So I did. I went and purchased fabric. My batteries, looks like my camera battery is getting low, so I got to make this quick. But they didn't have the exact fabric, so I thought, okay, well maybe I can pick out some colors. And so these are the colors that I ended up with, and so this is it. I still need to quilt it and put the binding around it. Super fun, super fun block to make. It looks complicated, but it's super easy. And I'm using this for the back. The only thing is, I'm not super happy with the colors I picked because it's supposed to be patriotic. It does not look at all patriotic. If you look at hers, the colors in hers definitely look patriotic. So, yeah. the colors I picked out doesn't look patriotic. So I went back and I purchased some more fabric. I didn't bring it up with me, but I'll show it in my next video that I'm thinking is more patriotic. And so I will be working on those blocks again because those were super fun. Okay guys, I was up till 5:30 this morning stitching. I couldn't go to sleep. I don't know why, but I think I've got my days and nights mixed up because I do stay up late stitching. So I'm a little tired today, a little groggy. But I really appreciate y'all. I hope you're doing great. I want to thank you so much for visiting with me and allowing me to share what I've been working on and my plans. Let me just make sure, look at my notes and make sure I'm not forgetting anything. So I talked about my May stitching, my quilt block. Okay, yeah. Decided not to do whip go. That's everything, guys. All right, I really appreciate you. I hope you're doing well. Until I see you again, stay well, be safe, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you guys. Have a great, wonderful next 2 weeks. Hopefully I'll be back in 2 weeks. Okay, thank you so much, and I'll see you. Thank you.